Emotionally exhausted yet energised. That's the sentiment of the new leader of the Australian Greens after just 24 hours in the job. Christine Milne is pledging to build on the charismatic legacy of Bob Brown, but she's also drawing on her rural roots in a bid to grow the party's support base.
It's a dream ascendancy, unanimous election from the party room yesterday, and more than a touch of déjà vu.
I left the Tasmanian Parliament and she took on the leadership.
Born in 1953, Christine Milne is the daughter of Tasmanian dairy farmers. In the 80s, she was arrested and jailed while campaigning against the damming of the Franklin River, and she gave up a career in teaching to campaign against plans to build a pulp mill near the family farm at Wesleyvale.
I couldn't bear what would happen to the farming community in which I'd been brought up, to see that industrial degradation.
It couldn't have come at a worse time for the young mother, but together with an alliance of farmers, fishermen, environmentalists and scientists, she succeeded in preventing the mill, and soon after was elected to the Tasmanian Parliament as an independent MP.
It was on the back of the Wesleyvale campaign that 5 independents, Bob Brown being one of them, were returned to the Tasmanian Parliament and achieved the balance of power.
She later helped set up the Tasmanian Greens Party and was elected to the Senate in 2004. The long-term campaigner on climate change issues led negotiations with the government on its carbon tax package.
She's got a better understanding of climate change, I would say, than anyone else in the Parliament at the moment.
On day one as party leader, she's continuing to emphasise her rural roots and pledging to build new alliances.
Australian farmers have a critical role to play to maximise their own production for our domestic consumption, but also to maximise what we can put into global markets.
The question really comes into some of the detail and some of those broader arching issues, as I mentioned, carbon tax, water policy, trade, where we have had some differences.
A dialogue she'll engage in firsthand during a forthcoming tour of regional and rural Australia. Adrienne, ABC News, Canberra.